Recently, one of my friends posted on social media, why do people put their mouths in other people's genitals? And I am going to be answering this question. If you're sex curious like me, you may have asked yourself this question. This is one of the questions that we have not addressed in this channel. And this is a topic that turns heads, sparks curiosity, and still makes people blush. The topic is oral sex. Yes, a lot of people practice it. A lot of people kind of go, but we're going to talk about why do we do it? Who came up with that idea? Let's delve right in. If you have ever wondered why we do oral sex, where did it come from? Who celebrated it? Who tried to ban it? And why does it still carry so much taboo? Let me walk you through the history of oral sex. Let's dive right in, pun intended. Hi, I am Dr. Tanji, the sex doctor, board-certified clinical sexologist, and on a mission to destigmatize sex and provide everyone with a sex education without censorship that you did not get at home or in school. Welcome to my channel. Here, we break down all things sexual health and human sexuality related to you so you can live an empowered sex life without any shame or taboos. If you have not done so yet, please subscribe. Your subscription is like paying for this education that you get for free. It does not cost you anything, and it only takes 1 second of your time, but it helps this channel tremendously. To find other ways to support my channel and my work, visit the description section of this video. I appreciate you for being here and want to continue to do more of what I love, which is unapologetically talking about sex. So find the subscribe button right now and click on it. Thanks. The truth is that oral sex has been part of human sexual behavior for thousands of years. Some of the oldest art we've ever discovered shows people well enjoying going down on each other. From ancient Mesopotamia to the temples of India, people weren't shy about oral pleasure. The oldest erotic texts and carvings show that humans have always explored the body in all its delicious complexity. Ancient cave art, pottery, the Kama Sutra, to name a few. Oral sex was actually considered sacred and celebrated in ancient Egypt. It was considered erotic, mythological, and the story of the goddess Isis restoring Osiris' life by performing oral sex tells the tale. Do we call that divine intervention or what? Or divine CPR? Divine nonetheless. And how about the Greeks? The Greeks were also big fans of oral sex, actually. To them, pleasure was part of philosophy, beauty, and balance. Oral sex was talked about openly in both heterosexual and same-sex relationships. And now let's take a trip to India, shall we? You may have heard about the Kama Sutra, a science of pleasure. The Kama Sutra is an ancient Indian text written over 1,500 years ago by Vatsyayana. While it's widely known for its detailed description of sexual positions, it's actually a comprehensive guide to love, intimacy, and relationships. The Kama Sutra explores the art of sensual pleasure, which is kama, emotional and physical connection, courtship, marriage, and relationship dynamics, respect, consent, and personal fulfillment. It's a philosophical and cultural manual, not just a sex manual, celebrating pleasure as an essential part of a well-lived life. The Kama Sutra also describes oral sex in incredible detail, treating it as an art and skill and not something dirty. The text celebrates giving and receiving oral pleasure as part of deep sensual connection. Isn't that beautiful? And what about the Roman Empire? Romans were very open about sex. Graffiti in Pompeii showed all kinds of sexual acts, including oral sex. In fact, oral sex was not considered to be taboo. It was just part of pleasure. But when the church rose to power in the Middle Ages, everything changed. Pleasure became sin, and anything not for procreation, especially oral sex, was labeled unnatural. But oral sex didn't disappear. It just went underground. I mean, so double under, right? A quick interruption to let you know that you can talk to me live. Follow the link in the description section of this video to book your time with me and ask me your sex questions. No judgment, no shame. Hope to see you soon. During colonial times, sex became tightly policed. Victorian values emphasized purity, control, and silence about the body, and it endures. And oral sex, it was considered perverse, and therefore it was banned. Now, back to modern times, in the 20th century, things began to shift. The sexual revolution of the 60s, LGBTQ plus liberation, and feminist voices brought oral sex back into public and pleasurable conversation. And today, oral sex is more openly talked about, but it's still loaded with myths, shame, and mixed messages. For many people, it's a deeply intimate, vulnerable act, but for others, it's playful and empowering. What matters most is consent, communication, and choice. There's no one right way to experience pleasure, only what's right for you and your partner. So yes, oral sex is ancient, sacred, messy, meaningful, and above all, human. Whether you love it, avoid it, or are curious about it, you deserve to explore pleasure without shame. Remember that sex that happens among consenting adults is something to be celebrated, protected, and defended. So if you're a lover of oral sex, know that you're part of the oral sex history and evolution. Do you enjoy oral sex? What about it do you enjoy the most? And if you avoid it, why do you? Let's learn more from one another. As always, I wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex of whatever kind you practice. See you next time.